Hey guys, it's been a while. We finally have a 5-day long weekend. And we decided this time we are going to Korea. Whoever really likes Korea, I know. I'm not a fan much. But I haven't been to Korea at all. So why not take this chance to see Korea? And we do love Korean dishes and barbecue a lot. I know Korean freaking loves their coffees, so we want to try as much things as possible, like coffees this time.
Now, after the aircraft has completed stop at the parking area, please take care when you open the overhead bin and enter for Seoul-dong. Please take all your belongings within the parking.
I can do nothing here. Good morning. Yesterday was already really bad, but can you believe it's even worse today? Yesterday was just gloomy, and now it's actually raining. But we still have a full agenda to do. We forgot to bring umbrellas, so we have to wear rain jackets. It's not comfortable at all. Not everybody got spot though. 안녕하세요.
Busy days do come now and then, but mornings like this are my support. I won't miss the little joys now. The day begins, my precious time. Sunlight pouring through the window.
Finally, in 1894, and the official language of Korean, but still until modern days, our newspaper until 1980.
Today is a sweet day, enjoying my time alone, playing my favorite music in my own paradise, waking up slowly in the morning with coffee in hand, looking out the window. The quiet cityscape brings peace to my heart. Today is a sweet day, enjoying my time alone, playing my favorite music in my own paradise. In the afternoon with my favorite book, as I turn the pages, a new world unfolds. This is my happiness. Today is a sweet day, enjoying my time alone, playing my favorite music in my own paradise. In the afternoon with my favorite book, as I turn the pages, a new world unfolds. This is my happiness. Today is a sweet day, enjoying my time alone, playing my favorite music in my own paradise. At night with candlelight, the gently flickering flames warm my heart, giving me energy for tomorrow. Today is a sweet day, enjoying my time alone, playing my favorite music in my own paradise. As the sweet day comes to an end, my heart is full, looking forward to tomorrow. Another sweet day just for me.
과속 단속 구간에 진입합니다.
앞서 미국은 이란 핵 프로그램 폐기와 호르무즈 해협 즉시 개방 등 9개 항으로 구성된 종전 협상안을 제시했습니다. 트럼프 미국 대통령이 선전 연구를 잡고 있는 가운데 해당국의 책임
And go easy on it then.
여러 가지로 들어있어요.
Good morning! Second to last day. We have such a nice weather in Seoul.
I also only have big nose. If not that, we're leaving tomorrow. Having a good chat with
paid and like I said thank you. So she looked at me, but I didn't say like goodbye to her. So I should have been friendly with her.
Really? Yeah.
And then they take a picture of you like.
Okay, this is your scalp. This is normal sample, dry sample, oily sample, sensitive sample, combination.
So this is combination. just like in this neighborhood. But I guess like a lot of the other places, a lot of other brunch places I want to go is also in this neighborhood, in this particular street actually. Let's get the one then.
오징어 김밥.
내장은 없어요. 아, 그래. 내장 맛 생각하고. 예.
Good morning. One last day. We were supposed to hike on the last day. But we just realized that it was way too hard, way beyond our plan and imagination at all.
Okay, let's do it.
Alright, so day one. What was your high? What was your low?
I hate the traffic here. Coming to here, it takes like 1.5 hours. The weather was awful. The traffic was awful. But I'm glad that we have a nice, let's call it authentic Korean barbecue dinner. And
I think I have to agree. My high was the gelato, and then my low would have been the pork kimchi barbecue.
why I don't like it? I don't get it.
I think the restaurant wasn't that nice. It was too full, pretty dirty. The food didn't have any flavor.
I mean, maybe it's the authentic experience. I don't know.
Day two, high and low.
The weather also is raining all day. It's Rizzo, but it's still like it's giving a moody vibe for the whole day. And we went to the palace, which is nice, like most people do it. And I like the blue bottle experience. I like the coffee as well. What about
Coffee
you?
from the bottle.
No, the second coffee that we had. What about you?
I agree. I think the weather wasn't the greatest, but it created a nice, moody, cozy vibe to everything. I really enjoyed going to the palace. It gave me a sense of feeling the culture of the place and seeing the performance of the warriors. It was really cool. And then stumbling upon the Sapporo curry place. That was really nice, and the whole day was really nice. And then what did we do in the evening? Then we had another barbecue. Then we had more barbecue.
We went
That
to
was really
Gangnam,
good as well.
Gangnam.
And,
Get so
amazing
drunk.
barbecue, so drunk, cherry milkshake,
Five
Five
Guys.
Guys, delicious. Best way to end the night. I think there was no low that day. Everything was a high.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the third day?
So there was yesterday.
Yes, you do it first.
I'm gonna do it first.
Yes.
So many highs as well. Jeez, coffee in the morning, amazing.
Downstairs. Imagine like get so nice coffee downstairs.
That coffee was so good. Then
Where we saw
then the market, the donuts and the coffee at the market was amazing.
the Korean market.
The low would have been the chicken feet for me. I think I can't get used to eating chicken feet. I think that was the first and probably the last time I'll have chicken feet. And then we had an amazing dinner as well. Dinner was so cool. Stumbling upon that place where the locals go and tasting like real Korean fried chicken.
yeah.
So delicious.
For me, the weather was so nice. It's so nice to walk around in each of the neighborhood. I feel like the highlight was still the brunch, even though you might not like it. The kimchi fried rice was really nice. But we wait for so long to it. I don't know whether it's worth it or not, but it's definitely like a really nice neighborhood to walk around. And
I think that was nice because it feels like it's a place that people only go to get their like Instagram moment. But the food didn't disappoint. The food was really good.
yes. And the market was nice. I like the coffee. I like your coffee. And I like the pancake. The potato pancake is also really nice. Although the bean is not potato, it's bean pancake. And the lows would be, I would also probably say the chicken feet or whatever. Too local, I can't stand for that. I think yesterday over was, my low is that I can't go to find my little doggy thing. We spent so much time, waste actually for an hour to do it, and we just end up with nothing.
Yeah.
That's my low. Other than that, it was perfect. We went to another nice neighborhood. We went to the perfume store.
Oh, you
We
got
tried
your
it.
perfume from Nonfiction.
Oh yes, never heard about it. But it's so nice. The service was nice. The perfume was nice. It smells like a spring summer, like a grass.
I think the economy was 7,000 won and the business was 8,000 won.